consider the most heaviest questions that I decided I would ask them. The first one being, what does being a Creole mean to you? How has your understanding of cultural identity changed over the years? And how do you think your cultural background has influenced your mental health? I began with asking people of my age group. My age group will be between the ages of 13 to 15. The first question, which was, what does being a Creole mean to you? They answered with, Creole is a way of living, but I'm still only learning about all the things that they know. The second question was, how has your understanding of the Creole identity changed over the years? The person I asked said, I feel as though I thought it was just a hobby or pastime. Now I'm beginning to understand the fact that people live by the rules set by our ancestors, and this is simply a way of life. The last question is, how do you think your cultural background has influenced your mental health and well-being? The person I asked responded with, I think for me, this gives me and many others a sense of belonging, as many of me and our classmates are still learning and finding out who or what they want to be in life. I decided then that I would ask the second age group, which would be a second generation, which are my parents, which would range between the ages of 35 to 45. To the first question, which I might need to note again, what does being a Creole mean to you? Is the first one. I found that the older generations give shorter, more straight up answers rather than lengthy answers that the youngers did. When I asked these questions to some of my elders, they said it means family, community, resilience, and a unique blend of traditions. That was the first question. After that, I decided I would ask, how has your understanding of Creole identity changed over the years? They responded with, it gave me a deeper understanding of history, resilience, and the importance of preservation of culture. To the last question, how do you think your cultural background has influenced your mental health and well-being? They responded with, strong family community, support, resilience, but sometimes a reluctance to discuss mental health. That was the second age group. Now to the older age group, which are my grandparents, I found that they had more interesting things to say. I started with the first question. Once again, I will repeat. What does being a Creole mean to you? This age group is between the ages of 65 and above. They responded with, it means family, faith, and a strong sense of community. It means remembering where you came from, and which I really like that, because they said it means remembering where you came from and holding on to your roots, which I really like that, as I am somebody who likes to find out where I came from and history. Now the second question, which was, how has your understanding of the cultural identity changed over the years? They responded with, going to church every Sunday and then having big family meals afterwards. That was the center of our lives. That was also very understandable, as me, someone who is a Christian, we go to church almost every Sunday. The last question being, how do you think your cultural background has influenced your mental health and well-being? Our faith and family community have been our strength. They helped us through tough and thin. I like this one very much, as it shows the connection that these people had in their community to help each other through mental, physical, and emotional distress. Overall, I think that this culture is a very vibrant culture with many different aspects to it that go deeper than we realize. I'd like to thank you for listening to my presentation, and again I'd like to say thank you for allowing me to pass in this work after so much time has passed, and I greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much.